Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Raptors. DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scola. And it's Johnson in at the point. Toronto was a strong team on the road last season, Clark. A big part of why they came away with 49 wins on the season.
And 22 of those 49 wins were on the road. As a group, they managed to keep things close on the road. And because of that competitiveness, they were over 500 there as well.
Here's Clutch, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Thunder on D. Johnson outside. Out to DeRozan. Launches a 3. Fade away. No good from Valanciunas.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Screened by Ibaka. Three-pointer. Here's Clutch. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And as you said, the Raptors kept things close on the road. In the NBA, they had one of the better point differential in terms of victories on the road last season.
And Toronto has possession, following the score by Oklahoma City. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Ross dishes to Scola.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Some solid defense from Ibaka.
And you mentioned this, I mean, with the Raptors. Only Golden State, Atlanta, and the Clippers had a better road margin of victory than them. This goes to show you how tough the Raptors were on the road last season.
Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. Screened by Scola. Swiped away. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Johnson, the pass to Scola. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Clutch. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Raptors trail by 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Really left alone that time. DeRozan's got 5 now.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Here's Clutch. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And DeRozan kicks to Johnson. The 15-footer takes a big height. Bouncing goes in. That's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan. The Thunder with the lead. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Clutch outside for Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ross dishes to Johnson. Down low. It's blocked. Here's Clutch. He has 6. And taken away by Johnson. And oh, here we go with Ross. Nobody back. Johnson coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Allison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Roberson, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Clutch. Now here's Payne. Clock at 6. Adams. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Payne. And that time, also a missed shot.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Valanciunas, good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Now, here's Biyombo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lowry drives in, and he gets it to go.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical, dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Payne with it, Lowry covering. Here's Westbrook. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Raptors as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-4 run. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cannon. Clutch out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And right now, they find themselves down on the scoreboard and struggling to make their shots. They need to work on getting into the lane, drive the ball to the basket, get some easier looks that lead to high percentage shots, and maybe they can get back on track.
And for Kyle Lowry, last season was full of milestones. First, he signs the big contract extension for 4 years. Then he earns his first ever All-Star selection. Unfortunately, didn't finish as strong with the postseason, but a terrific year.
And that one's good. Durant's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Thunder.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, here's Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Scola. Now the feed to Lowry. Three-pointer. And it's Durant with the rebound. And on the topic of Lowry, he became only the third Toronto Raptor ever, Clark, to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosh and Vinsanity to the other two. Lowry also participated in the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Man, he's been outstanding as a point guard.
And a tenacious leader for the Raptors. Yeah. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Raptors. Johnson comes in for Kyle Lowry. Scola against Ibaka. Durant with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Here's DeRozan. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Outside for Durant. Screen by Ibaka. Durant, the pass to Clutch. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his third assist on the night.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. Yeah. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Raptors. And DeRozan kicks to Ross. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Pass to Clutch. From deep. And the Thunder, another three.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond. In the second quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. Now the Raptors moving it up. DeRozan leading the charge. Valanciunas dishes to Johnson. Ross against Durant. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Kansas. Ross against Westbrook. Here's Clutch. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And Nick Collison subbed in for Serge Ibaka. Now he's jacked in for Toronto. And he gets it back. Here's Valanciunas. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 15-6 run. We've got 1:18 left in the first half.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clutch the pass to Adams. Fast break Toronto. And Durant sends it back. And they're able to recover.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
It's Durant on the wing. Westbrook passes to Clutch. From deep. Scola with the rebound.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Trying to find Scola. He's got it now. And he gets the bucket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
6 seconds left here in the second. Here's Clutch. It'll count. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Raptors lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight at Chesapeake Energy Arena has been a close one. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions, your family, your friends, your fans, you can concentrate better. Okay, wait, did I just say my family, friends, and fans are distractions? Okay, let's go to the next thing. Let's go.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Their transition game was really strong. It really fueled them, gave them a big injection of energy into the offense. If they can maintain that fast style in the second half, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Clutch. He's got 21 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
So for Toronto right now, DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Outside, Scola. Back to Johnson. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Kept alive. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Durant, that's good. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through DeRozan. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Well, Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Payne with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit their front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams feeds it to Payne. Oklahoma City moving it around. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. Cantor with a screen on Ross. Cantor inside. Biyombo on him. They get it back. Here's Lowry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Russell Westbrook.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
One thing about Kyle Lowry, he has a bulldog mentality. We saw that from his days at Villanova.
No question about that, and I love that about him. He's very simple, not really flashy, just consistently beats the rock. He wears his opponents down.
A shot's good from Westbrook. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. That one goes. Count it.
And talking about Lowry, going to Toronto was a godsend for him. I mean, he had clashed with a number of coaches early in his career. His hard-headedness had been working against him. But in Toronto, he learned how to buy into a system and save the wrath for his opponent.
Powell, he's jacked in for Bismack Biyombo. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And for Lowry, he's been on fire the past couple of seasons. He's shown toughness, leadership, and the instinct to make winning plays on the court at both ends.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes at dawn. Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Kanter. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Cannot hit.
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And there's 1:45 left here in the third quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Allison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Roberson in for Payne. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Collison, the pass to Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Roberson, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor. You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see
can't guard us on the perimeter.
Is the same.
Spread the floor.
Time called here. The Thunder
Spacing.
decide to talk
Spacing.
it over.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Thunder. Clutch comes in for Andre Robertson. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Toronto. DeRozan comes in for Joseph. And the basket by Scola.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior guy.
Outside Durant. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Takes the 3. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. He got it up. Can't get it to go. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Raptors leading by 4. Kanter is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Clutch out there with Payne, and it's Durant in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Clutch the pass to Kanter. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Now the Raptors moving it up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for DeRozan. He's got 19 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. He came off the screen and finished with the board.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
For the room he needed for the flush.
Well, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Ross with a wide open look from outside off the mark. Thunder trailing by 6 to the right side. Here's Clutch. And the 3 off target.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since. The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. That is good. Clutch has got 28.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Left side, DeRozan. Good. DeRozan's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's the screen. Here's Clutch. No good with the triple.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. They're really doing a good job.
Defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Baca comes in for Steven Adams, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. And Toronto also making a switch. Lowry's checked in. Passes it to Durant. Kanter sets the pick for Durant. Dishes to Kanter. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Lets it go from 14. That one up and powers it through.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Ross. Laid in with an... Nice touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 16.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And he gets it to go. And that's now 30 points for Clutch.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. He dishes it to DeRozan. 11 feet away. Scola, no up.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him. What a game it's been for Westbrook. 15 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 11. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts it up off the inbound. Gets the front of the rim and out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Clutch.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Wow, I tell you, I just get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
They're off trying something else.
And Lowry gets double teamed. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas in the high post. Just 5 on the clock. That's good.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Toronto.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for DeRozan. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just
getting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
That is good. And the Raptors lead by 14.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly won at this road.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He made a big impact.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.